This is part 3 of chapter 5, Syllogism. Let us brush up with the rules of categorical syllogism. The first basic rule is the rule of structure. In that, we have the first rule as the categorical syllogism must contain 3 and only 3 propositions. This rule is violated, then it commits the fallacy of argument of Sorites. The second rule, that it must contain 3 and only 3 terms. This rule is violated, then the fallacy of 4 terms, that is equivocation, is committed. Then we come to the second basic rule of distribution of terms, in which the first rule is that the middle term must be distributed at least once in the premises. If this rule is violated, then the fallacy of undistributed middle is committed. The second rule is that the subject term is not distributed in the conclusion unless it is distributed in the minor premise. If this rule is violated, then it commits the fallacy of illicit minor. The third rule is the predicate term is not distributed in the conclusion unless it is distributed in the measure premise. When this rule is violated, then it commits the fallacy of illicit measure. Now, the third basic rule is the rule of quality, in which the first rule is no conclusion can be drawn from two negative premises. If this rule is violated, then the fallacy of negative premise is committed. The second rule is that when either of the premise is negative, the conclusion must be negative. When this rule is violated, then the fallacy of drawing an affirmative conclusion from a negative premise is committed. Now, let us recognize the formal fallacies committed in categorical syllogism by giving reasons. First and foremost, we have to remember that a categorical syllogism has only 3 propositions, not more and not less. So, first we have to check whether the argument is a categorical syllogism. So, let us see the given argument, in which the first premise is all dogs are faithful. The second premise is all monkeys are faithful. The third premise is some men are monkeys, and the conclusion is some men are faithful. So we have 3 premises and a conclusion. So total we have 4 propositions. So this argument ceases to be a categorical syllogism, and the fallacy committed here is the fallacy of Sorites. Now we come to the second example. All apples are not red. No apples are ripe, therefore some ripe fruits are not red. This argument has 3 propositions, that is 2 premises and 1 conclusion. So obviously it is a categorical syllogism. Now we have to check whether this categorical syllogism is valid or invalid. Let us know how to find out the validity. First we have to check what type of propositions each premise and conclusion is. The first premise has the words all not, therefore it is O proposition. The second premise has the word no, so it is E proposition. And the third, that is the conclusion, has the words some not, so it is O proposition. Now, when the first premise is O, it is particular negative. The second premise is E proposition, means it is universal negative. So both the premises are negative propositions. So according to the rule of quality, the first rule, that no conclusion can be drawn from 2 negative premises, and if this rule is violated, then it commits the fallacy of negative premises. So here both the propositions are negative and the conclusion drawn is also negative. So here this argument is invalid and it commits the fallacy of negative premises. Now we come to the third example. Some citizens are not patriotic. All soldiers are patriotic. Therefore some soldiers are citizens. Here also there are 3 propositions in an argument, so it is a categorical syllogism. Now let us see what type of proposition each premise is. The first premise has the words some not, so it is O proposition. The second has all, so it is A proposition, and the conclusion has the word some, so it is I proposition. Now, since the first premise is negative premise, according to the rule, if one premise is negative, the conclusion must be negative. But here in this argument, the first premise is particular negative, that is O proposition, whereas the conclusion is particular affirmative, that is I proposition. So this argument is invalid and it commits the fallacy of drawing an affirmative conclusion from a negative premise. Now we come to the fourth example. All dogs are animals, all lions are animals, therefore all lions are dogs. Now we have to check whether it is a categorical syllogism. Yes, it is, because it has three propositions, that is two premises and a conclusion. Now we will check what type of proposition each premise is. Here, since the first premise, the word all exists, so it is A proposition. Second also is A because all exists, and the conclusion is also an A proposition because the word all exists in it. Now we will have to check the terms in it, because it is not violating any rule of quality. Now we will go to the rule of distribution of terms. To check the rule of distribution of terms, we must know each term in it. First we will check with the middle term. Now the middle term here is the word animals, and it is in the first and second premise but does not occur in the conclusion. So we will have to check each premise. Now the first premise being A proposition and animal being the predicate of A. So it is not distributed, because we know that in A proposition the subject is distributed whereas the predicate is undistributed. Similar in the second premise, animal is the predicate of A proposition, so the word animal is undistributed. So the middle term remains undistributed in both the premises, that is the major premise and minor premise. So the fallacy of undistributed middle will be committed. The argument will be valid because, it will be invalid because the middle term is not distributed at all in the premises. Now we come to the fifth example. Some film stars are not famous. All famous people are rich, therefore some rich people are not film stars. In the argument we have three propositions. Obviously it is a categorical syllogism. The first premise is having the word some, not, so it is O proposition. The second premise is having A, is A proposition because it is having the word all, and the conclusion is having the word some, not, so it is O proposition. Now since the first proposition is O, the conclusion is O, so it does not violate any rule of quality. Now we will see the rule of distribution of terms. Middle term is famous and it is distributed in the second premise because it is again the subject of A proposition. Now we will see the subject term of the conclusion. It is undistributed in the conclusion, so the question does not arise. Now we go to the predicate term, film stars. It is distributed in the conclusion. So now we have to check whether it is distributed in the premise. It is distributed in the conclusion because it is the predicate of O proposition, and we know that the predicate of O proposition is distributed. So we will check in the premise, that is film stars is undistributed in the premise 1, that is the major premise, because it is the subject of O proposition, and in O proposition the subject term is undistributed. So in this argument, since the predicate term is distributed in the conclusion whereas undistributed in the premise, so the argument is invalid and commits the fallacy of illicit measure. Now we come to the sixth rule. No doctors are engineers, all engineers are mathematicians, though therefore no mathematicians are doctors. The first thing, it is a categorical syllogism because it contains three propositions. Now we will check what type of proposition each premise and conclusion is. The first has no in it, so it is E proposition. The second has all in it, so it is A proposition, and the conclusion has no in it, so it's an E proposition. Now we know that in E proposition both the terms are distributed, whereas in A proposition the subject is distributed and the predicate is undistributed. Now we will check whether the middle term is distributed. Yes, because it is the predicate of E and subject of A. Now we will check the subject term of the conclusion, mathematician. It is distributed in the conclusion because it is the subject of E proposition. Now we will check whether it is distributed in the premise, and it is in the second premise. That is, it is the predicate of A proposition, so it is undistributed. Here the subject term is distributed in the conclusion, whereas undistributed in the minor premise. Therefore the fallacy of illicit minor is committed. Now we come to the seventh. All charged particles are electrons. Atmosphere in the college is charged, therefore atmosphere in the college is an electron. Here in this proposition, there are three propositions in this argument, therefore it is a categorical syllogism. Now here we have to note it down that first is A proposition, the second is A proposition, the third is A proposition, third is the conclusion, that is also an A proposition. But we have to check one more thing, that is the distribution of terms. Yes, it is distributed, all terms are distributed. Now we will have to check whether any term is ambiguous. Now what is the middle term? Charged. So charged in the first premise, that is the measure premise, means electrical charge, and in the second premise, that is minor premise, it means the excitement of all in the college. So the word charged, the middle term charged, is ambiguous word and it has two meanings in two different premises. So here the fallacy of equivocation, that is 4 terms, is committed. Thank you.